this thing on? Listen to me. I don't have much time. You have to hear this before they scrub this frequency. Public records explain the nationwide collapse of Joann Fabrics as a response to e-commerce competition and standard financial restructuring. Internal audits highlight a structural anomaly common to every closed location, a standardized off-the-book stockroom modification. Designated as Door 7, this access point sits outside any municipal zoning permit. It occupies a geometric plane that extends through the rear load-bearing wall without protruding into the physical exterior of the building. Executing these spatial extensions in hundreds of properties involves bypassing municipal inspectors and retrofitting foundations with unmapped structural additions. The mass closures mask the deployment of an undocumented infrastructure network nested within the stockrooms of standard suburban strip malls. The structural dormancy of these back rooms ended on March 19, 2021. Door 7 finally swung open into the interior, suddenly exposing the stockroom to the pitch-black environment beyond the frame. Thermal imaging and security sensors failed to record the door ever returning to its latch. An open non-Euclidean gateway reclassifies a commercial property. These storefronts became uncontained hazard zones the moment the seal was broken. At 3:33 a.m. in spring 2021, a driverless shipment arrived at the Iowa City loading dock without a transport manifest. The cargo consisted of red bolts with a thread density beyond commercial measurement, a persistent infrared glow, and a localized hum. The store's assistant manager vanished the morning after processing the arrival. Police documented her vehicle in the lot with the engine still warm. Despite a rainless week in Iowa City, the driver's seat was found completely saturated with water. The red fabric acts as a physical contagion, displacing biological matter within its proximity. Extended proximity to the red bolts resulted in observable lapses in temporal flow and spatial consistency on the sales floor. Clinical records for red thread syndrome show a correlation between exposure and internal damage. 12 minutes of proximity leads to 3-hour time slips, followed by days of cranial hemorrhaging. One employee reported walking a linear mile down a single aisle of crafting supplies without reaching the end. During the walk, she passed the same display mannequin 12 times. On the final rotation, the fiberglass mold demonstrated a biological reflex and blinked. The inventory technician's final log identifies the hum as a sequence of low-frequency notes, a song that persists inside the listener's head after they leave the environment. These threads appear to be an automated mechanism using the local environment to stitch our fabric to a separate, unidentified origin. In October 2021, a synchronized corporate mandate ordered the permanent sealing of every affected storefront. The company abandoned millions in inventory without liquidation or public notice, leaving warehouses full and stockrooms unopened. Active property records disprove the bankruptcy narrative. This municipal deed shows the land remains under the company's active retention. The organization continues to pay for the maintenance and security of these non-operational sites at a loss. The corporate entity operates as a privately funded containment unit, using retail real estate to cage an expanding anomaly. Containment does not equal neutralization. The sealed storefronts remain active behind the plywood. In the complete absence of human witnesses, the red fibers continue to knot and twist through the dark. If a low-frequency hum vibrates through the concrete of a clothes store, vacate the area. The containment has failed. Corporate protocol only delays the process. I'm telling you, it's not sealed. It's still weaving. If you walk past an abandoned Joann's and you hear that song in your head, run. They didn't close. They just locked us out.